welcome. Today I'm showing to you my plant Selloum and how I propagate this plant. And this plant is also called as Philodendron bipinnatifidum. And now move to another genus, Thaumatophyllum. But I call this plant simply Selloum. And this Selloum plant is native to South America. And so this is my plant and it has not grown taller. I always cut this out whenever there is a new stem. And now here's another, and I'm going to make some cuttings out of my Selloum plant. And I hope this mother plant can give me many more new Selloum plants to fill my garden. And so we know propagating plant is just a process of creating new plants out of existing mature plants. The very affordable way to fill up a garden of affordable plants of the species you already got. And you don't necessarily buy anything. If you already got one of these at home, you can make more from it. And so you enjoy growing your favorite plants. The first thing is to find the node in the stem. It's in any point where a leaf is coming out of the stem. But in this case, I'm making it longer, maybe 2 to 3 inches. So we snip it like that. You need to know where to cut. Very often there is a root coming out and the node at the base of the leaf. This is the aerial root. The node is just at the point where the leaf is coming out. And you don't need to worry about the cut portion. And your little piece of new growth will come out from here. And it's going to grow again in a few months. It may even produce more than one new stem. And we will cut another here, and here we go. That's it. And now you see, it has roots. There is only one leaf and only one node, but it has already roots. So I got 2 stems with 1 leaf each and some roots. And now we can put this straight onto the soil in the pot. So now we are going to plant this in our pot. Always make sure that your pot has drainage holes. That's really important. Lightweight soil with good drainage is good for this plant. Make sure you're using a well-draining soil. Position the stem in the center of the soil. Then add some more soil to cover the base of the cutting. If you notice, I kept the stem below this long because I experienced last time it was hard to tuck in the cutting when very short. But when it's a little bit longer, you can easily push it tight to support and able to stand upright. And then plant the other cutting, so I do the same thing here. When you find it very long, you can cut it shorter. And this plant will grow more root in the soil and eventually will hold into the soil, securing it even more. And that will happen naturally, and you don't have to do anything for that. And that's pretty much it. It's really easy. Now this is one of the cuttings that I planted here, directly on the ground. And it also came from the same mother plant. And here also, here is another one cutting that I made from the same mother plant. And here also is another one cutting that I also cut from the same mother plant. And also this one. And now here I experimented these 2 leaves. I think a single node will also grow. And I planted this without any root. It has only 1 leaf and 1 node, each of them. And I cut this from this stem here. This is 3 months now, and I'm going to see how they are going now. But the roots are already here. I know they're growing, but they have no bud yet. Let's see what's happening in here. And look at this. There are many smaller roots. see the roots and the nodes? You will know the plant has rooted if after a month or two it is still alive, the leaves haven't fallen off. That's already a sign that they are growing. So here you see, it was just small pieces that I got before, but it rooted much, and the leaves just look at the same as I planted them. And maybe I think it just need more time to develop a new plant. So I plant it again, and I will not cut the root, and I will not cover it with so much soil. So when there's a new bud to grow, it will grow easily out of the soil, and I can also easily see them. Selloum plant grows best in bright and direct light to low light, but it grows best in partial shade conditions. Too much light can cause the older leaves to lose their bright green color and turn yellow. It can tolerate deep shade, but prefers bright light, and direct sunlight can cause burning of the leaves. And then add a little water, and that's it. This plant has moderate watering needs. Allow the top of the soil to dry out before watering again. This plant can be affected by common houseplant pests, such as aphids, spider mites, mealybugs, and scales. These pests can cause rumpled new growth, yellow spots, and a cottony white residue on the leaves and stems. They can be rid by rinsing or picking off with tweezers or cotton swabs deep in alcohol. Spraying with insecticidal soap can also help with this pest. After planting, set your new plant in an area where it can be exposed to indirect sunlight. And this one here, I just put it here beside the mother plant. It's shady over here, and this is under the tree. And your only job now is to keep the soil moist constantly. And that's it. And that's one way you can propagate the Selloum. And now we come to the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for watching.